Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about the Lambda function in Python. So far when we were learning about the Python, here what we do, generally how we define. So we define def and I'm saying call me, and here we return something or we do some logic and then we return something. For an example, I'm returning just the empty thing, and here I missed the brackets. So we return something, and based on that what we do, we just let me take this also. So now here what we generally do, we use the print method, and inside this one we just calling the call me. So this method I'm just calling, and then when we run this, it is printing for us 1 as expected. The reason why we define this function, so far as per the function what we have understood, we defined the function for the reusability. There is some code which we want everywhere again and again. Then generally what we do, that particular logic we move into the one function and we reutilize it wherever we need it. But there are some cases where we don't want to use any method everywhere, only once we need. In that kind of the scenario, we use the lambda function. So in Python, a lambda function is a small anonymous function. So lambda function, we call it anonymous function. Reason? Because these kind of the function, we don't give any name. These are the anonymous. And how we define it? We define it using the, I will say, lambda. In this way, we define it with this keyword. So now let's understand how we define it. See here now, what I want to do, I want to call, I want to create one method called add, which take 2 parameter, and it sum those 2 parameter and then give. Now I want this method once, so I'll not go as per the traditional method which we define using the def and then that add method taking 2 parameter and all these things. I'll go with the anonymous method, or we say the lambda method. How we do? First we have to give the method name. I'm giving that method name as add. Next, what I will do, in this method, add is the method name, I'm going to define a lambda, and then after putting this keyword lambda, we have to give the parameter name, how many parameter it will take. So I'm just saying a comma b, means it will take 2 parameter a comma b. Now after giving this parameter, what operation you want to do, so I will give the colon and a plus b. So that's it only. So this is the anonymous method or the lambda. What we do first is the, I will say, method name. Then what we do, we just use the keyword called lambda, and then we give the parameter and then colon, and then what operation we want to do. So anything we can do. So what operation we are going to perform, that we use it. So that's how we define the lambda expression. Now here, how I will do, I will just call the add, because this is the method name, and the parameter like 2, 3. So that's when I will run this at point of this time, it will give the 5 to us because it is the sum of this one. So lambda functions are often used as an argument to higher order functions, such as functions that take other function as an argument. They are useful for creating a small one-time throwaway function without needing a formally defining thing. So if I will take, so this is the normal example. Now what I will do, I'll take another example, and that method name first I will take as a square. So that method name I'm going to take. Here what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one list, and here I'm going to map it. Map it how? Lambda. So this I'm going to define it what? X. This variable I'm taking. Now after assigning this x value, what operation I want to do, so I will write colon x star star 2. So I'm going to do the square, then comma, here we have to assign the list. So here what I will do, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. So this list I'm just calling, and here what I will do, I'll just call this method name. Let me run this, then we'll discuss about this. So it is giving 1, 4, 9 and 16. So here what I'm doing, in this square I'm just assigning one list, and in this list what I'm just taking the map, and this is the method I'm just defining it. So here what is happening, we are using lambda with map to square all the number in the list. So in that kind of the scenario, generally what we do, we use the lambda expression. Another way, if we want to take for an example, here I'm just taking another example called, I want to find the even number. Here I'm just taking the list again, and here I'm just making the filter. So let's take the filter and filter how we are lambda, and I'm just taking the x again, and here x module 2 equal to 0. So if it is module 2 is equal to 0, then on which list? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for an example. And here with this, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to print the even number also. Let's run this, and we are seeing 2, 4, and 6 are the number which are the even. So that's what we are saying. In the filter, you can see what it expect. It expect the iterable and the function. So here you can see it take the functions and then iterable after the comma. So we have assigned the function we have assigned here, and the iterable means on which iterable you are going to perform that filter. So that's what we have defined. So this is the way we use the lambda expression. So while lambda function can be convenient for short simple function, using the def to define the function is generally preferred to more complex logic, or when the function is need to be reused. In that case, we go with the traditional def function. If you don't want to reusable that method and short you want, you just go with the anonymous method or call the lambda expression. So that's it for this video. If you have any question and doubt, please comment. Thank you.